How's it going, guys? This is a little Modern Warfare 2, using the Scar H, sleight of hand, stopping power. I didn't see what that last perk was, so I'm not really going to talk much about the gameplay. If you guys want to play a little game at home, you can count how many times I get hit by an explosive device. So there's one. It's a grenade. I'll go back through and count them up. I'll total them at the end. We'll see how close you guys are. Yeah, domination. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, I'm not going to talk about the gameplay. The gameplay is just kind of standard. Everybody's seen Modern Warfare 2 gameplay. I've recorded this within the last week, and took me 2 tries to get gameplay because this one is yeah, kind of standard. It's pretty easy. As I get gunned down, I say it's pretty easy. So what I was thinking about talking about right now was so Bill just had his baby, right? Or he didn't have the baby. His wife had their 3rd child, and my friend at work, Chris, they just had their 3rd child, and both girls. And maybe I'd talk about babies a little bit and what that's like, because not everybody on YouTube has experienced becoming a dad. So that's different, I guess. I think the majority of people who watch gameplay videos actually don't have kids. So maybe this would be a unique perspective for some of you watching at home. So I first became a dad when I was 22 years old, which I think is pretty young. You can never be ready for it, I don't think, even if you have little brothers and sisters. Here, you get this nice double spray because the guy's walking in front of my bullets. I mean, yeah, having kids is different, especially your own. Yeah, I mean, taking care of brothers and sisters is one thing, but at the end of the day, you have the final say kind of in everything. And especially when that first baby comes home, like they say, it doesn't come home with a manual. It can be very intimidating. Very, very intimidating. Considering when I grew up, I wasn't around babies a lot. My sister's only a year younger than me, so when she was a baby, I was essentially a baby. And most of my cousins are my age. So it was different. It was definitely a learning experience, and I think everything turned out all right. My oldest, Jake, seems pretty well adjusted. He has some issues in school, but you know, I think he's probably going to grow out of it. It's just going to take time. Every year he makes small advances to becoming more better academically, I guess we could say. So yeah, first kid when I was 22, and then we waited about 4 years till we had the second one, and it was another boy. And then we waited about a year and a half, 2 years, and then we had the last one, my daughter. And so birth, the first time you see it, live birth or C-section, I don't care which one you're there for, it is an experience that you'll never forget. It's unbelievable, just absolutely unbelievable. And I really don't even know what to say about it. I can't imagine going through that process. See, there's Chuck a Killer, or Chuck aka Killer. He hit me with so many explosive devices. See that? I'm rolling painkiller. How sad is that? Yeah, he was NoobTube and RPG. That was his gameplay in this game, where I tend to like to use bullets. So anyway, yeah, childbirth. So not only the first time you see it, but every time you see it, it's just amazing. It's like I can say, it's just amazing. And yeah, so all 3 of my kids were pretty healthy when they were born. I mean, they're newborns, so I mean they need a lot of attention, like a newborn should, and gotta be real gentle with them and stuff like that. I mean, it's all kind of obvious stuff, and getting into the flow, the feeding and the changing of the diapers and making sure that they're happy. It kind of becomes second nature pretty quick, because it's an on-the-job training. And that painkiller guy kills me. Nice. See, it's an on-the-job training. It's a 24/7 job, and you really can't get away from it. But definitely rely, if and when you do have kids, rely on those people that have the experience and create a good support team for you. I mean, obviously the best people to go to, if you can, are your parents, because you're here, you made it, and they probably know what they're doing, and they're so anytime like your baby runs a little bit of a fever your first time, you flip out. I thought I could get up there. So anything like that, and yeah, parents are generally a good go-to for that. So I guess if I could get a little personal without their permission, both Chris and Bill's babies were born relatively healthy, but they've had complications since. And it definitely makes me, because I'm not going to have any more kids, it definitely makes me reflect on how lucky I am that all my little ones were comparatively very healthy coming up. And that's, I don't know, it just makes me feel really lucky, and it breaks my heart, because on the other hand, because those guys are so great. And I mean, it's not like you could be chosen to have a complication with your child. I mean, the nearest scare we had was for my wife's second pregnancy. She had a lot of blood loss, and it got to the point where they almost thought about doing a blood transfusion. They never told us that, because she was able to bounce back pretty quick. But I mean, there was nothing wrong with the baby, where the baby is kind of helpless. I mean, there's only so much you can do for something that new and small. I mean, it's pretty delicate. I mean, you can't go too wild. So, yeah, their babies, Bill and Chris's little girls, they've bounced back, but yeah, it just makes you think on how lucky you are when that sort of thing happens. I'm sorry if this is kind of lame and this is what you guys don't want to hear. I don't know. It's just what's on my mind, and this video is super long. It's like 11 minutes. It wasn't really a battle back and forth. It was just people using explosive devices endlessly against me, which made for kind of a frustrating match, but I was glad we were able to win, and I ended up towards the top of the leaderboard, and you know, all about the win and positive KD and towards the top of the leaderboard. I think if you could pull those three things, if you win the match, if you have a positive kill-death ratio, and you're towards the top of the leaderboard, I think it's YouTube worthy. I think those are the three criteria. No matter how much of a ass you make yourself in the video of maybe failing out, jumping off some cliff on accident, or walking into gunfire like I like to do, or you know, hard rushing some objective when you're not really playing it too strategically. As long as you meet the other three criteria, I think it's a YouTube worthy game. And I thought this one was just worthy enough. Nothing beastly, just worthy enough. So, yeah, I guess I could talk about the gameplay some more. So, Modern Warfare 2, I've heard there's a lot of hack lobbies, God mode, people flying around, jumping. I've seen a super jumping video on YouTube. I don't know what else there is. I played three matches this day, and I only saw, or I didn't see any hack lobbies for this, but I did for COD 4. I guess I should do a World at War video, but I don't know. I don't think that's being played as much. And yeah, another painkiller guy killed me. That kind of stuff. Yeah, so I don't think. I remember playing World at War maybe 2-3 months ago, and I had a hard time connecting the matches because there just really wasn't much out there. So maybe I'll try it next week, and I'm going to try and put up a For the Win, as I have another gameplay I want to put up probably tomorrow. And that guy's just camping that spot hard. And I guess he can't because I have 2 objectives, so I shouldn't criticize if you're camping and you're holding 2 objectives. At that point, I consider you just restricting the flow of traffic and killing people trying to build kill streaks, which is what you should do if you have 2 objectives in domination. If you want to just, if you got those 2, set it out, build those kill streaks, and that's, I mean, it's playing defensive, but it's also playing smart. So yeah, I guess that's all I had to say about the baby stuff. Both the little girls have bounced back, and it looks like everything's gonna be all right. And yeah, just made me feel real lucky. And you know, I thought about I guess I tried to empathize on how they felt in Bill and Chris's situation, and I just really can't even imagine it. Like I think Chris said on his Facebook page that it kind of leaves you heartbroken, and I mean everybody feels the same way. But I just can't imagine being, that close to the situation, being the daddy. That little girl's hurt, and there's not much you can do about it. So, yeah. All right. So, I don't know what the explosion count's up to. I'm sure it's pretty high. I got RPG'd and YouTube the like crazy in this match, and here I take this objective here, and that I think if I got it all by my lonesome. I think if we hadn't gotten this one, we probably would have lost. I got a little just aggressive enough to pull out the win with this one, because we kind of just literally there I am jumping around for joy because I got it, and I can tell by the score that we're up by 9. We should be able to hold on and win it here, even though they just take that one back. That we only need 5 points if we hold down this last objective to win. And yeah, that's Modern Warfare 2, not bad. I don't think I would go back to it. I still think Black Ops is better. Yeah. So, yeah, I got Painkiller again, but who cares, because we're going to win. Not by much, but it's a win. So if you guys want to rate, comment, subscribe, I'd appreciate it, especially those subscriptions. Helps me out quite a bit. And, yeah, that's it. That's it. Win by 4. And, yeah, I went 29 and 26. Nothing beastly. Thanks. Bye.